and we're going to do a quick finger check here in the studio. I've got all 10. You guys?
Kelly, look, things JPP can't do.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, I have
Levack.
this many.
Okay.
I feel good.
Yep, no, that looks like 10 to me.
Good one, buddy.
Armen Williams, Jeff Levack, radio host of Armen and Levack on ESPN Radio 104.5 The Team, Monday through Friday from 3 to 7, and they're going to be regular contributors to the show, if you hadn't gotten that memo.
Wow. So you hear that? We're already coming back. We can be as bad as we want.
This is not the greatest decision you've ever made as a television host. I'll give you that one.
Good call. JPP, guys, is he ever going to play for the Giants again?
I'm seriously starting to doubt it. I mean, when you look at the fact that they were unaware of how bad the damage to his hand really was, now we're hearing about some of the thumb missing, surgery on the middle finger, and his weight so low. Even if he does come back, what is he going to be able to do? He's not pushing around a lineman.
And they'd have to pay him a lot of money, too.
Yeah, and he's not worried about his allegiance. He's worried about his money. That's it. I mean, the Giants said, hey, come on back. We want you to be here. And he said, no, because I feel like I can get more money. I feel like I can play within 4 games, within 6 games. And, of course, if he stayed with the Giants like they wanted him to do, they would have had that option to put him on that 4-game or 6-game IR, essentially.
My guess is there are sometimes you get into work and you're like, I'm not sure how we're going to fill the time today. Today was probably not one of those days, thanks to the Giants on Sunday night, the last couple of days, I'm sure. A lot of Giants talk today, but where do they go from here after Sunday night?
Well, I think they have a foundation. The Giants don't have much depth. I haven't liked the Giants all offseason, and then with the amount of injuries that they had at the safety position, at left tackle, I've never been a big fan of the Giants going into 2015. They showed us they can make the most of it after what they did on Sunday night. I don't think they're going to get that lucky again, though, Levack, and that's what scares me the most about them.
I actually felt good about the way they played for the most part. I mean, they beat themselves. The Cowboys didn't beat them. So if they learn how to read a scoreboard, see how many timeouts there are, and pay attention how to kill a clock, I feel like they can beat a lot of teams.
But can they, mentally, it's just 1 out of 16 games. Where's the locker room now? I know you guys talked to a Giant earlier today, and what's kind of the feeling right now within that club?
Jeff Schwartz was on the show, and that offensive line is a unit. They feel good about each other, and the team seems to feel good about each other. It was a bit of a heartbreaker. He said there's no such thing as moral victories, but at the same time, they did realize they can play with anybody.
They'll be mentally ready, but the depth around the entire team is not strong enough this season to compete. I give them 6 to 7 wins.
Moving on, other regional teams that I know you guys cover, and we talk a lot about right here on the Edge, the Bills, the Patriots, a good one coming up. First of all, Dion Lewis, Albany Academy former player here in the Capital Region. Did he surprise you in Week 1?
Absolutely. I mean, he's been in the league since 2011, and for him to be around as long as he has, to have this opportunity and to play the way that he did, Levack, he seized the moment. He really did.
Well, he's perfect for this team. Bill Belichick doesn't care about your 6 foot tall, 220 pounds. Can you make a play? Yeah. So that's why he's going to fit in. He's going to fit in nicely. I was excited to see him play well, and I hope it keeps going.
Rex Ryan doesn't know who he is.
Well, he's small. He's under the radar. You can't always see him.
In local guys, we can take offense to Rex Ryan's comment as well, and we should. That's fine. But Rex Ryan is right. It all comes down to the quarterback. And it's Brady and Belichick as the 2 reasons as to why we can say the Patriots took a big hit by not re-signing, by letting a lot of people go this year. They're weaker than they've been in recent years, but yet everyone's giving them credit and respect because of the quarterback and the head coach.
The Bills looked really good in this win over the Colts. As a Hoosier, hard for me to say that. But
sorry,
so
buddy.
Are the Bills on the same level with the Pats after what you saw in Week 1, or are the Pats still a step or 2 in front?
I feel like they're there. I really do. I know that's crazy for everybody. Tyrod Taylor's a big question mark still. But that defense is ridiculous. And they've got a bunch of weapons. LaShawn McCoy, I mean, you just get him involved. Give him the ball and just let him create. And Tyrod Taylor, if he doesn't see anything downfield, he can create with his legs. I think they're there.
Patriots have won the division every year since 2002, and the Bills are already good enough as them in 1 game. Are you kidding me? Tyrod Taylor has had 1 game as a starting quarterback. They were good. They are impressive, Kelly. They are not at the level of the Patriots yet. Unless they win this weekend, then let's have that talk. Right now, you can't say that. They haven't done enough to do that.
What's great is that we'll have this obviously recorded in our archives. We'll pull it back out in the next couple of weeks and see who was right. And so finally, let's finish with that. Some predictions about our regional teams by the end of the season. We can look back at the tape and see if you guys are right or wrong. Give me something bold. What do you got?
Go bold, boy.
All right, I'm going to go with the New England Patriots will not make the playoffs this year.
That's bold.
That is
bold.
That is bold.
I'm not convinced that Brady's not going to serve some form of suspension, and I think if anything happens to Gronkowski, sorry. Dude, have a smaller name. You're cool, Gronk, whatever. If anything happens to him, I think that offense stutters. I really do. So I think the Bills and the Jets have caught up quite a bit. I'm not sold on the Dolphins, but I think that the AFC could be missing the Patriots this year in the postseason.
I wanted bold. He gave it to me. Armen?
This is Tom Coughlin's last year. Is that bold?
Okay, yeah, that qualifies.
69 years old last
Sure.
year, a losing season. Jerry Reese had the conversation with him in the offseason. You got to get it right. You need to develop. You need to adjust in 2015. He has. So now that he's adjusted and it still doesn't work, he's not going to get another year. And the longtime Giants head coach, this will be his final year with the team.
He's Armen. He's Levack. Armen in Levack, ESPN Radio 104.5, The Team, Monday through Friday from 3 to 7. Guys, thanks for being here. Looking forward to your next guest appearance on The Edge.
Thanks for having us. I look forward to being right.
Man, seriously.
We'll see. Meanwhile, coming up on The Edge, it was one of the most spectacular plays in recent college baseball memory. We talked to the man that made it happen. That's next on The Edge.